Sleeves here with the Senior Pickleball Report, powered by TNC Network at the world's worst pickleball courts. Let's get it going. All right, today we have a paddle review from a new company, Ghost Pickleball. Pretty cool stuff. But before we get to that, if you like this content, consider subscribing to the channel. We could really use the subscriptions, getting towards 1,000, which is pretty exciting for us. And like this video and comment, tell us what you think about it. Also, check out all our socials and links in the description, from paddles to shoes. Check out our newsletter as well for your daily updates in the Pickleverse. All right, folks, let's get to the paddle review. Nice. This message is about building a culture. Stickers. Of course. Pin and bazooka. Ghost. Let's get to that paddle. It's chaotic. Yeah. Now we're talking. Look at that. Woohoo! Love it. Okay, we have the Sure Shot, and all their paddles are the Sure Shot, so you're looking at the same specs, different graphics inspired by a bunch of things, graffiti, some of the art that the folks at Ghost love. And just a little bit of background here. This is a paddle company that was started by Brandon Steineckert, who is the drummer for Rancid. He's one of the founding members of the band The Used, and he is really into pickleball. So this particular paddle is named the Apex, and looks like it's inspired by the Flying Tigers of World War II. As you can see, tons of different graphic designs to choose from. Anything you kind of want. And these guys are what I call a little different and a little outside the box for their designs. But if you look at the specs on the screen here, pretty standard paddle. 5.5-inch handle length, 4.25 in circumference. This is about a 13 millimeter in thickness. It is a fiberglass textured face, and it is beautiful. If you can see up close, it's got a little bit of a checkerboard in the back there, and obviously the Ghost name, and then the graphic itself, Apex, name of the paddle. All right, let's get into some of the things I like and some of the things I don't like. Okay, let's get into some of the things I really like, and we'll just start aesthetically because I love aesthetics. Ghost does things pretty cool. If you look at the grip with the ghosts on it as well, got the name right there. They just do the little things well. It's a pretty standard paddle, fiberglass face and all that. It is very solid, forgiving. It's got a fair amount of power as well. I don't have any sort of swing weight. It's about 8 ounces as far as static weight goes, or the RPMs on the spin for a ball, but I can rip it pretty good and the ball dips. What this company does better than pretty much anybody else, or most, there's only a few companies that really do this well, Bread and Butter being another one, is they have developed an experience for the buyer. They've developed a culture. And if you look at everything from their merch to their paddles, to the designs, it's something that you really kind of are drawn to and want to belong to. That's different than, let's say, the big manufacturers around, where, you go out there and you get a paddle and, it's a different color and so on and so forth. Now, when you become part of the member of what I would call the ghost culture is it's pretty cool. And when you see somebody else with one of their paddles and one of their different designs, it's like, hey, you know, you recognize that somebody really digs what this company's doing, what this brand is doing, and what they represent, and you feel sort of connected a little more. Got really cool stickers and merch. I got some of them on the back of my car, but they do it really well, and they built a very solid paddle. You know, it's everything you can ask for. It's got power, it's got forgiveness, it's got spin. And, you know, a lot of these paddles today are very similar, but what sets them apart is the experience of the brand. And Ghost has got it down. Brandon has put together a really cool company, and it's going to be really cool to see what they come out with. You know, it's one of those you're looking forward to see what they do next. Some of the things about the paddle that, for me specifically, because, you know, I have preferences just like everybody else, I love actually the handle and I love the grip and all that. I prefer a little thicker paddle for forgiveness. It just suits my game a little more. I'm more of a 16 mil guy. And I'm looking forward to see if they do something that is a complete raw carbon fiber face eventually as well, because that seems to be the hot setup as late. But other than that, this paddle is a workhorse. It does everything that it's asked to do, and it's fine for, you know, most players out there, and anybody from beginner to advanced. It does everything you need it to really do. Touch, power, spin, you know, you can put the ball away, and and it's freaking cool. So, all right, a couple other things before we go, and we'll get you out of here. Okay, as you're looking for paddles to buy and companies to really invest in and brands to kind of represent, I suggest you go out there and look for people that are really trying to create an experience, like I mentioned earlier, for the consumer and for the buyer, and make them feel like they're part of the team. It's not always about, you know, making a lot of money. It's doing things that are about passion, and you can see it in the work in these companies. That's why I harp on how much I like bread and butter, and now I really am the same with Ghost, because they're doing things that feel good and are cool, and make you feel like, you know, you're kind of part of the club, so to speak. So check them out. All the links in the description below as well. And hey, at the end of the day, even if you're at the world's worst pickleball courts, you know what this is about. Hey, let's pickle.